Good morning and thanks so much for joining us. I'm News 10 ABC's Ayla Ferrone. Let's get a check of your forecast first with News 10 ABC's Matt Mackey. Matt, a little bit of a rocky day out there today, but tomorrow looks a lot better. New this morning, a second and more powerful earthquake hitting Southern California last night, shaking homes and stadiums, cracking highways, and even causing a rock slide. Meanwhile, here in the capital region, police in Colony are investigating whether or not fireworks had anything to do with a house fire. New details now on the trial of NXIVM mastermind Keith Raniere. A judge has denied a request to release the names of the jurors who convicted him. Several media outlets had requested the federal court publicly identify the 12 jurors in the high-profile case, saying that it should be allowed under the freedom of press in the First Amendment. It's a busy weekend for voters in New York State, and legislation that passed the Assembly and the Senate this session aims to make the waterways safer in the future. And happening this morning, the annual Fund for Lake George meeting will take place at the Sagamore Resort. That's where we find News 10 ABC's Jamie DeLine, who will fill us in on the event. Good morning, Jamie. Now it's time for what you're saying. People are having major issues with the new season of Stranger Things on Netflix. Now, there's no spoilers here. It's not the storyline they're concerned with, but the number of times characters are shown on screen smoking. Good morning, everybody. We do want to get a quick check at your storm tracker forecast. Meteorologist Matt Mackey here. A little bit of a humid one this morning, but tomorrow's really the day to look for. An exciting home run showdown between the Yankees and the Rays, and what to expect from the Siena men's basketball team in the upcoming season. We check in with News 10 ABC's Katia Guillaume for this morning's sports highlights. Good morning, everyone. Of course, we do want to get a quick check at your forecast for you. Meteorologist Matt Mackey back again to tell us about the gorgeous day on hand and beyond. I know some people have those
ponchos.
Yes, like a poncho. Exactly.
Ponchos
are good for the track, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. A little less bulky, the umbrella. Some of them fold up real small. Yeah.
Kind of like compact there, like a lot of people. So I think a poncho is a better option.
You heard it first. Ponchos, yes. Umbrellas.
Ponchos in, umbrellas out.
Yeah.
Lauren says this happens when there's a huge blockbuster on the horizon. She says they schedule downtime during the period so that you have to actually buy your own tickets. She says she's glad she dumped them a long time ago. The company is saying it will credit customers for the days affected and won't be accepting new customers while that service is down. There's no set time for the app to be back up and running, but MoviePass says it could take several weeks. And as Matt mentioned, it's supposed to be a just gorgeous day out there. Why not enjoy it in Riverfront Park in Troy? Maybe get a workout in while you're there. News 10 ABC's Justina Latimer joins us live, and it looks like some yoga is finally getting underway, Justina. It was so sticky and just humid. You wanted to be outside because it was sunny.
Right.
But then you stepped out there and it was just not.
Yeah, it was hot, it was humid, and then in some spots it stormed pretty badly.
I know, so, my dog didn't even want to be outside, so I think that tells you something.
You know it's the dog days of summer when the dogs won't go outside.
That must be why they call it that.
It might be.
I think we've solved that mystery. The investigation continues this morning into whether an unattended death was connected to carbon monoxide poisoning at a local home. And this morning, police are still investigating a crash involving a van and an ambulance. The incident happened around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the area of 2nd and Frisbee Avenues. Well, the good thing is if you have any Italian friends, I promise their mothers have made enough to feed an army. So.
There you go. Perfect. So would you give today's National Macaroni Day a 10 out of 10 on the Ferrone meter?
10 out of 10 on the Ferrone meter and also the Mackey meter.